Hey everybody, this is my 350 Chevy block. I'm going to tell you guys what the machine shop did, how much it cost to prep it up. This is a 350 Chevy block, which I'm going to convert into a Chevy 383 stroker. I bought this block at a local machine shop. As you can see right here, General Motors, 5.7 liters. It is a roller block. I want to get the one-piece ram main seal, not the two-piece. As you come to the front of the block, you got these two bolts for the thrust plate for the camshaft. So now the first thing I did is I bought the block for $150. I bought it at the local machine shop. It was all stripped up, cleaned up, no plugs in there, no nothing. So I picked it up for 150 bucks. The first thing the machine shop did was they cleaned it. They degreased the block. They magnafluxed it and they shot peened it. That cost me $200. Then they told me I had to deck the block. So I had the block decked. It was pretty bad. The gaskets were fried on there and he said I had some small pits in there. So they decked it for me. Then the next step they did, they said I wanted 30 over, so they bought it, the cylinders at 30 over, and they plate honed it for my pistons. I'll come on the other side. It's 30 over. They did a great job with the cross hatching. Then I'll flip the block over. Show you what they did at the bottom. It is a 2-bolt main, one-piece ram main seal. I bought the ARP studs for the main caps. And they line honed it for my crankshaft. Did a great job on that. You see they put the cam bearings in. I want a brass core plugs. See them in the front. And they screwed in the oil galley plugs. I want them threaded in. I don't want push plugs. So I'm going to spin it over. I'm going to show you. They had the stroker clearance it. I have a 3.75 forge crankshaft from Scat. When I put the motor together, it was hitting in a lot of areas which I'm going to show you. I didn't actually have to spin it, but whatever. Over here you can tell they did the notches and where the pan rails are. Come to the other side. And also a hit at the bottom of the cylinders where the camshaft tunnel is. They also clearanced that. I'll come to the other side. They did it in a milling machine, so it's computer controlled. He says I need a minimum of 60 thousandths clearance. He says I should be fine with that. And basically he cleaned the block up for me for the final cleaning. And basically he told me also, as an OEM roller block, I wouldn't have no problems with the double roller timing chain. But as you can see at the top over here, where the double timing chain hits here, he filed it down a little bit. I thought basically that was for not a roller blocks, but I guess roller blocks, he says the chain can hit also. My cam bearings that I installed. You install at the machine shop where the king bearings coated. Here's my Scat Forge 3.75 crankshaft. I got it all wrapped up. I did buy the rod bearings and the main bearings. Like I said, the cam bearings are all from King. They're coated bearings. My pistons are Mahle pistons, flat top. They're all coated also. They're for 6-inch rods. I did buy Scat 6-inch rods, Pro Comp rods. Basically, these are nice rods. Scat 6-inch. They're all stroker clearanced. I got the upgrade. I did the ARP 2000 bolts. In my machine shop, they weighed out the tops and the bottom. They don't have to take out a couple of them. They shaved them a little tiny bit. And on my pistons a little bit. Out of the box, they were all pretty well good. Just a little bit off. I'm trying to get the rotating assembly balanced at least a quarter of a gram at least. And the crankshaft, Scat says it's internally balanced, and basically the front where the snout is internally and the rear is external balance. So my fluid damper that I bought was an ATI. I bought an ATI right here. I'll open this up, show you guys. Let's just got one hand to do everything over here. Look, there it is. Super damper. Very nice. That's for the Chevy 350. They said it would fit the stroker. It's got the same pots for a 350, the Chevy 383 stroker. And I did not get the flex plate yet. I bought here some ARP. What are these right here? This is for the flex plate. And the fluid damper harmonic balancer. I bought ARP. All my bolts will be ARP. I'm going to paint the engine, so I did buy some Eastwood 2K Aerospace engine primer paint, gray, and I want to paint it red. Expensive, $80 for 2 cans. But that's about it. I just want to show you guys how much money it cost me, because every day these prices are ridiculous in this economy today, but that's what it cost me. And I basically got a total on everything with all my machine work for my block from the start to now. Everything came out to $1,750. Now I'll go over that. Like I said, I bought the block for $150 at the local machine shop. I degreased it, Magnaflux, and shot peened it for $200. I decked it for $300. I bought it 30 over and plate honed it for $400. The mains were a line honed for $200. Stroker clearanced was $200. Tapped the block for oil galley plugs, $50. Final wash, $125. Install cam bearings, $65. Install oil galley and core plugs was $60. So the total was $1,750. Now I still have to get my rotating assembly balanced. My crankshaft has to be balanced. So basically I'm in the process of ordering a flex plate, but I don't want to buy a cheap one. I'm going to buy a J&W race one from Florida. That's going to cost me $300, and I got to take it to the machine shop and they'll do the complete balance for $400. So basically, it's an expensive project, but I want to show you guys what it cost me to get this block prepped up from a Chevy 350 to a 383 stroker. And it's going into my 1986 Corvette. I'm planning on doing about 525 horsepower. And I'm definitely going to use the street heads, the AFR street eliminator heads, the 195 cc's. So thanks you guys for watching. Have a good day.